thing.
Even your video froze.
I know, fuck you.
Alright, ready? 1, 2, 3. 3, 2, 1. Hello.
Stop
Tonight.
Record.
I
love it.
Hold on. Hit stop.
Best intro ever.
Yeah.
Alright, so what happened?
Alright, killing that recording,
Yep.
deleting.
Hang on, I'm getting
I'm
reminded.
sorry.
It's alright, alright. So, stop that recording. Remove. Oh, god damn it.
Get the door.
Oh, I feel like I lost everybody.
I'm so glad you hit go on the live stream.
Oh man, everybody is watching us and judging us right now.
I'm so happy right now.
Hi,
It's the
internet.
best thing. So we ready to start again?
Yes.
No, wasn't somebody at his door?
No, we're good.
We're
Okay.
good? Are we sure?
Yep.
Alright, I'm gonna hit record.
Hitting
I'm
record.
recording. Are we
Everybody
all recording?
confirm that you're recording.
We are recording.
Is he
Confirm.
recording?
No,
I
it
just
won't let me
fucking
record.
asked, not recording.
Eduardo, Steven, you said we can extract the audio from the Skype call.
Yeah.
Okay, then or from the
thing was
YouTube
basically
video.
the YouTube video can be ripped to an audio file and then be edited from there.
Right? Okay. then I'll
Alternatively, Eddie, if you wanted to set up your hijack, that could alternatively work.
Alright, I could also just record the video session via.
That's my point. Any one of those options, just so long as you grab the audio.
Can you do that then, and then you just
Okay.
you do the count in, let us know, and then
All right.
we'll use that.
I will start recording.
Try to get rid of that. I've been recording this whole time.
There's no reason
Thanks
to
for
even have
making
one
me
ask you.
edit that, Tyler. You piece of shit. Get rid
Okay,
of that.
so
Hang on.
hold on.
This is the best technical difficulties ever.
Hold on, it's fine. Let me
Glad that it's live.
let me
It makes
delete
me
this
happy.
asshole here.
And my computer for once is working amazing today.
I know,
Okay,
it's great.
so-
And the funniest thing is I think we lost John already.
Yeah,
Yes, we
I think
did.
it's because he's messing with the app.
I was going to try and record this. Well, hello everybody who's in the chat, if you're in the chat. I don't think you
Going
are,
on?
but that's okay.
As
Little
always, we're having a
technical
little bit of technical
live.
difficulties, but
Leave any beard-related comments down below.
Ooh, there should be beard-related comments.
Thicker, thinner, wider. You tell me.
All of the above.
oh
Mom, get out of
yeah.
That's weird.
I like that we're live. Like,
I'm just sitting here thinking, like, man, we're waiting on the guest who was here 20 seconds ago, and now his...
He left the call. Wait,
Uh,
now,
uh-oh.
completely on. This underwear doesn't have a button anymore.
so do you still want me to do
Here's to this.
individual stream?
Well, if he's part of this, yeah.
Oh no, my
Yeah,
individual
let's
stream or
record the
just-
whole thing, and let's just start whenever he rejoins. He's back in.
Okay,
Sounds like a
Okay,
plan.
so just tell me. So we recording?
not yet.
All right.
You know, you don't need to push record, Tyler. Don't
Hey,
push
we
record.
won't need
Wait,
the
so we're
individual
not
audios
recording
because
from
they're all going to
Audacity,
be
or-
Yeah,
related.
because Bunting's gonna jump in, so we're just gonna grab the whole recording of the Skype of the video feed.
As long as
Yeah.
that means more work for you and less for me, we're cool.
It means less work for everyone,
Except me.
except
Okay,
Eduardo.
better. Even better.
All right, hold on. Let me see if I can add bunting.
I hate the stupid message bubbles pop up in my face if I don't have the thing on.
Message bubbles,
Tiny
their song.
bubbles.
tiny bubbles. Oh, my
Where's this-
dad gets so drunk.
My childhood was so sad.
Speaking of getting drunk, I just actually bought some nice honey bourbon today that is delish.
John,
Makes me feel like
Never make that hand gesture.
John, are
again.
you
You should
back?
you should grab that shit and start drinking it for this
It's
cast.
delish.
So is he actually in the call this time?
I don't know,
Did we
John.
actually
back.
start?
There we go.
Ah,
All right, John. Don't worry about
Yeah.
recording. We'll record it as one stream. All right.
All right.
Just don't cross the streams.
Don't cross
Nah.
the streams, John.
That's the rule of thumb, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Thumb?
I'm gonna start recording in 3, 2, 1. Nope. Lying.
Jesus.
Now I'm recording. Go.
The anticipation was killing me.
Are we
All right, we're
actually?
recording.
Yes, we
We're
are.
recording now.
All right. Welcome tonight. Head crabs, lovable gaming characters, or new fashion accessory.
In
5D.
Dude, I'm all over that idea.
Okay, so are we talking about like Half-Life head crabs, or you just were down there and were like, and it's all in your hair now?
I'm just saying, if you can take a venereal disease and make it into something fun, why wouldn't you?
Or fashionable. Fashionable. English.
You guys shouldn't let me deliver openings, man. Next time I say I have one, just say no.
No, I like this. It was good. It was gaming.
No.
My
You
opening
never
was
get
just
those.
left Sharknado. That was my opening.
Left Sharknado? Okay.
Yes.
Well, at least my competition wasn't very good.
Because it was about sports ball.
Yeah,
All
no,
right.
nobody gives a shit.
So welcome to the show.
Wait, should we
everybody.
mention sports ball really quick? Those guys played, and then those dudes did something dumb, and then everybody lost. Really, at the end of the day, everybody lost.
I remember a lot of running, and that looked tiring. So
Did
I
you
stopped
actually
watching.
watch it?
No, I work at a big retail.
He remembers a lot of running from that thing he didn't actually watch.
All the TVs in my store, because I have it's a big retail store. All the TVs were switched over.
Right on. All right, well, let's go. Eddie? Oh, I got lost. Well, I tried.
All right.
We were all just like, let's go with this.
It's great because I can see your faces now, and now I know that's the face of fuck, Steven. God damn it.
I tried.
Well,
I fucking tried.
we do have a special guest today. John, say hello to the nice people.
Hello.
Oh my god, for a second I thought John wasn't gonna fucking be there.
Oh, man.
I lost audio for a second. I was nervous.
No, you didn't lose audio. We just lost Steven. He was the only one talking.
Yeah, that's how it goes sometimes.
As always, you have Tyler. Say hello, Tyler.
I'm here.
And Devin.
Let's just let the people who have stable connections do all the talking from now on.
I tried, motherfucker. I tried.
All right. So let's get the shit out of the way. The Super Bowl happened. Does anybody
Yes,
here
it did.
actually give a shit about it?
Done.
All right.
No.
Moving on.
All right, we're moving on.
All right. So I actually kind of wanted to talk about slight retraction, I guess, from last week. So we got into it where Ubisoft was canceling a bunch of keys
Uh-huh.
Okay.
for no reason. Okay, so they've gone back and they've actually started reactivating some of those keys, the ones that seem legit. They're still not really apologizing for it, but they're like, okay. Here you
I
go.
will say, though, that my biggest thing with that, just is because I didn't really highlight it as much as I'd like to have last week, is the fact that the issue I have is that it's not like they can lose a little bit of dollars and they can't lose a couple of dollars. To me, that's just kind of stupid. If it was an independent developer, I could be a little bit more lenient there because that's literally their lifeblood.
Yeah, that's fair. But hey, at least they're not going completely dickish and going.
Yeah,
we
they're bringing
disabled
some
those
back, which is
keys
good.
and buy that kind of stuff.
They're going half-mast with that dick.
Nice. Still, half-mast doesn't get the show going. Trust me.
Their show runs full or not
Yeah,
at all.
that's like pull with rope.
If there's a will, there's a way.
Nice. If there's a will, there's a pregnancy.
That's
Also
right.
another video game
Also, if
related
there's CeeLo
news.
Green.
There's not evidence of their CeeLo Green though.
Not if you don't remember.
He explicitly mentioned that if she can't remember, how do we know it even happened?
Actually,
Oh.
that's going to court or whatever. There's a big debate about that right now.
Okay, so
Really? Are you
Yeah.
kidding?
there's actually some.
If the bitch don't remember, you must have quit.
Seriously.
Okay. If the memory don't fit, you must have quit.
There you go.
No, so there's actually something else, and it was a quote from a Utah lawmaker where sex while someone
Yeah, Utah, go figure.
all right, sex while someone unconscious may not always be rape.
Yeah. This is the thing.
So I didn't actually end up reading the article, so you can fill it in on that, but I thought that was ridiculous.
No, that's actually about as far as I got, because I looked at that and went, no, and then, walked away.
Well, I'm at work and I'm like, people are gonna judge me for this. Close.
You're doing research for future endeavors, going like, okay, so what doesn't count?
Yeah.
You clearly
Well,
don't understand
just
what we do
remember-
for a living and how much nobody would believe that at all.
Yeah. So just remember, it's not rape if you yell surprise.
Yeah,
That's fact.
that's becoming true.
Or your CeeLo Green,
17 states.
or Cosby,
Yeah.
or any of those. All right. So Tyler, you had some video game news.
Well, it's similar because we were talking about Ubisoft and like them kind of screwing over some people. So now Nintendo's kind of screwing over some people with this new affiliate program, and I'm not sure if it's got an actual name yet, but it's launching soon. It's going to be like a subscription style thing for people who put up like Let's Plays or like walkthroughs on video games that are Nintendo content.
That's right.
Basically, it's kind of a double-sided coin because one side is like all these bigger companies, they could just come right in there and just say, I don't want you representing my content, I don't want you doing my content. They have the right to pull it for copyright bullshit. They have the right to pull it, even though regardless it's media and it's advertising. But Nintendo's kind of saying this affiliate program, you have to sign up, it's a subscription, saying, oh yeah, if you're doing anything Nintendo-related content, you sign up with us, you get 60% of the profit, we get 40% of the profit, but then that also gives them basically like a kill switch button legally without any fuck around of the gray area to say, oh yeah, I don't want that video anymore because it's showing Nintendo in a negative light. Which, like I said, it's a dual-sided coin because like half of it is, hey, they're not just being dicks and straight fighting it and not letting anybody run anything, but it still just leaves a giant door open for corruption with all these people who are on like Let's Plays and everything.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but I also believe that not only do they own 40% of your profit, but 40% of the content, meaning they actually have access to your rights, like rights to your content. It's not
This
just,
doesn't surprise me at all, though, with Nintendo, honestly.
but it's not just a licensing thing where, like, if I go and I want to make a brochure that I'm going to print out, I can go purchase the license rights to an image for this one product, and then I can do whatever the fuck I want within that one product, right? The company can't come back and be like, well, now we don't like the color of that product, we want you to change the color. But with what Nintendo's proposing, they actually could.
Yeah, it's basically giving them too big of a license over something that essentially it was a good thing for them. I mean, honestly, out of all these like Let's Plays and these walkthroughs and just these postings of their media content, I mean, it's free advertising. It still benefits them, so I don't know why they need to go this extra step. Like I said, they could have just been total d-bags about it, and they're kind of trying to meet halfway, but it still is just a door that should never have been touched.
Yeah, but no, I actually think it's a step in the right direction in the sense that, yeah, maybe they're not getting it quite right, but at least they're willing to say that Let's Plays and this media is a good thing. It's a legitimate thing now, right? It's not just kids messing around with webcams anymore, like us. But it's a legitimate thing. And
I resent that statement, by the way. I just want to point that out there.
Huh?
I resent that statement, by the way. Just putting that out there.
And you can make a legitimate business out of this. That's great that they're admitting that. I just think that the initial model is just kind of flawed. But then again, everything is like that. Like when the internet first came out, you in certain areas you had AOL, and it would charge you up the ass for internet, and then you got the Junos and all these other ones. But yeah, so I honestly think it's a step in the right direction. They just need to fucking just kind of wrangle that shit in before it gets out of hand.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good step, but at the same time, it doesn't surprise me at all with Nintendo because they're kind of really reluctant to jump into the present. They kind of have been behind in a lot of ways for quite some time.
It's because they're making money.
Well, and it's not that they're doing badly
That's
with
pokey
that.
money.
Well, right. But the thing is, at the end of the day, they still kind of haven't really embraced where things are going, and I don't really think that they will anytime soon directly. They might sooner than I was expecting with something like this, but it's just kind of Nintendo's thing to sit in the back and kind of do their thing and make money.
I like money.
All they have to do is go, "It's a me, Mario," and that's all they need.
Yeah, that's printing money.
And people are like, "Oh, here's my paychecks."
It's on my paycheck.
Nice.
Right.
But that's my stint on Nintendo. I just thought it was a fun, relatable bit of news.
Thanks,
That does
Dave
kind of bring us
Navarro.
to recent net neutrality news, actually.
I like the Dave Navarro comment. Thank you.
Oh my
I'll
God.
take that gladly.
Do we really want to try and tackle net neutrality right now?
I just wanted to mention the fact that there's been some advances in it. It sounds like they're really trying to push the
Yes,
title.
and it sounds like it's going to get stuck in litigation for the next 20 years. But yeah. So the FCC is basically... They're going back on a lot of things they said before where we were thinking very negatively. But not only have they redefined broadband, which we reported, but they've actually... they want to allow... they want to be able to control the deals. So you know how we've talked about how Netflix was going to have to pay more to like Comcast and other ISPs? Well, now they want to oversee that because they're like, okay, we get that you're saying that they take all this bandwidth from your other websites, so that's not fair. And if you want to charge them for that, okay. But you're also not going to be able to give someone a fast lane to your content either. This needs to be there needs to be oversight. So that's what the FCC is doing amongst other things. Like there's a lot of things that they stated, and it was basically them coming up and going, "We want to own broadband. We want to own this, and we want to control it." They're saying oversee, but it sounds like want to control it. And then they just went whoop and dropped the mic.
Well, from what I understand, it sounds like more that they're aiming to just sort of really neutralize a lot of the issues that have been coming up. And even if that doesn't necessarily go exactly as they're proposing, at least they're pushing towards that neutral ground where you can't charge that extra for the special pipe or things like that. I mean, I'd rather have changes being overseen.
The picture Steven's camera decided to freeze on is fucking classic.
You know what it is? That's the I've been masturbating for 40 minutes now, and I got nothing going on.
Oh, that's wonderful. John,
I just need to get this the fuck out of here.
right now.
John, you're missing out. He is giving us his O face.
That is an angry O face.
And then he blinked. That was creepy.
Adds a layer of mystery to the whole thing.
Yeah, look at the magic of my internet. At least it makes good times, right, guys?
It does. Did
I sexy robot voice again?
Yes, you do. You are all about the sexy robot voice right now.
Oh man, it's like robots screaming in agony. What? But so one thing that I'm worried about with the FCC taking this over is that with oversight, that means that they're also gonna have to dig into these logs and look through all this traffic. That means that sites like Hide My Ass and all those VPN sites are just going to get so much more business because nobody wants the FCC to look at the kind of porn you've been downloading and stuff.
I love how you said pern, not actually enunciating that O.
Sometimes you just gotta watch some porn. You just don't want to get stuck in
an O face either?
Yeah, exactly. Pornografía.
Yeah!
Maybe much more interested in what I was looking at the other tab for.
On to funner things than the fucking FCC, you dull bitch.
What? No, why don't we stick with the stat and get that shit out of the way?
Stick with what?
Nah.
That shit. Why don't we get it out of the way, and that way we can move on and not come back to it?
Why do we have to come back to it?
Because we have a news story that should be mentioned at the very least.
We're not a news organization remotely.
Not even a little.
Nobody is looking at this going, yes, boy in flash sweater, tell me all about politics. Nobody gives a shit.
Politics? I'm talking about Monty Ohm and his death, dude.
Yeah, well, tell me, Flash Boy, all about the sad news of the boy who died. Okay, depress us all. Go on with the boy who died.
But I want you to do your O face the whole time.
Yeah. Talking about the dead boy with your O face.
Just be like...
That might be more or less respectful to him, actually.
I just think that it's worth noting, and why not get it out of the way since we've got sad shit.
Go ahead. Note it. Make it sad.
Okay. Monty Ohm from Rooster Teeth worked on Red vs. Blue. He also worked on Ruby. And I think he even did some stuff for Girls' Generation, a K-pop band, some animations and stuff. He recently passed away because of a severe allergic reaction from a routine checkup. He's only 33.
What was he allergic to?
So, remember, kids, you can only be 33 and you can still die. Are you done with your fucking sad-ass story now?
All right, go on. Have your thing.
I'll just chime in here because it's a sad thing and we don't want to dwell on it too long because every episode we do someone died. Someone dies every Wednesday for us apparently. But he died. It's a tragic thing. He's done some outstanding projects in the past. He's actually been like connected to a lot of the parts of the industry. There's a lot of people like anime voice actors, cosplayers, big producers that are all just like heartbroken over it. But it's the kind of death, because he's so young and was so fucking talented, that it's not really the same way that like when an old actor dies and you just feel sad and you kind of remember their works, like Robin Williams or something like that. Honestly,
Fuck you.
overall,
You do not minimize
no
Robin
sadder-
Williams. I will
This is
cut
no
you.
sadder than
I will
Robin
cut
Williams. It doesn't
No,
matter.
no, no,
how-
no, no.
Everybody keeps going, but he's so young. Fucking kids die all the time.
No.
It's
This is what I'm
fucking-
saying. He was so young and so talented that basically, instead of it being like an old actor dying and you have that feel, instead of it being like, oh, I'm sad like that, everybody, it's just a perfect across the board. Everybody is just, fuck, I'm so upset that he's gone. Like, they're just
Right.
fucking, it's unfair. That's what the
Yeah,
overall
and
feeling
it just
look on any
he
social
made
media.
a big impact in the industry in various ways. You know, with the animations that he did were pretty big. Like, there's a huge following for the guy, and it's just unfortunate to see that talent no longer exist.
I'll agree. It's definitely.
And I feel it's
unfortunate.
worth noting in our games and media coverage and news and all the stuff we talk about to bring him up, because he's a big deal and he should be remembered.
Do you want to have like a moment of silence?
Yeah, sure. Let's have a fucking moment of silence. Thank you.
Okay.
Let's have a
everybody
moment of oh.
Everybody shut the fuck up and make an O face. I love that all of you did it. What is wrong with you people? Dear
didn't.
fuck.
I did not see.
He will be
Okay,
missed.
he's
I would
passed.
I would
Now we can
pour
get
one
out of the
out
sad
for my
hole.
homies, but I would ruin all my electronics. So I'm not gonna do that.
I'm not gonna lose the deposit I have down on my apartment.
I have a splash screen in front of my computer.
It's for all that pern.
That's right.
Exactly.
So it can't get to me or me to it. So it's both ways.
All right.
All right,
So
on to some funner stuff.
Okay.
Has anybody seen the Daredevil trailer?
Yes.
funner stuff, and you bring up the Daredevil fucking trailer.
Were you not entertained?
I was depressed as fuck, man.
It is like a little
Okay.
dark. Does look a little dark.
First off, it
if
is not a
anything in
trailer.
Marvel is gonna be dark, it's Daredevil.
It's not
it's
a
him or
trailer.
Punisher.
Just remember, it wasn't a trailer. It's a fucking teaser.
It was a little more than no.
Also-
what fucking?
We saw a little story outlining.
You
So
sort of. You saw him. So I liked it. I thought it was entertaining. Honest to God, I thought he was gonna stab that fucking priest.
I have to say it's funny that we have a guest and you guys aren't letting him talk right now. That's great.
Oh,
I shut the fuck up.
oh, John,
I
chime
know.
in. Knock us the fuck off our block. Seriously.
Exactly.
Yeah, don't be polite, bro.
No. Basically,
Ever since Eddie
Marvel
learned English, you can't shut the fuck up.
okay.
pretty much, yeah. It's already announced that they're going to do the red suit later on in the series. It's like,
Yeah.
I like the fact that they're doing the original black suit from like the Frank Miller stuff, and then they're going on into the red suit later on. I like that they're actually taking that path. I hope they skip over the yellow suit though.
Well, yeah, we don't need to talk about the yellow suit, but it may just end up happening anyways. But no, it looks good. There's nothing bad about what we saw there. And I mean, how much do they need to tell you? You got the what I like is we're not it doesn't look like we're gonna focus on a bunch of origin-y shit. They're not sitting there like, I'm Matt Murdock and I was blinded when I was a kid and I was
Some
like
homeless
we're
guy
not.
pissed in my face. And I have
Christian
superpowers.
Bale, when did you come into the podcast?
But you know what I mean? It looks like we're not doing that. They're just like, yeah, you got it. Blind guy kicks ass, right? Okay, good. And we're just moving into like he tried to be a ninja for a bit. Then it looked dumb, so he put on spandex. We're streamlining, and I like that.
Okay, fair. I just.
It looks good.
It does look good.
They shut me
I'm
down.
gonna see it. I just, honest to God, when he goes, oh, I'm not asking for forgiveness for what I've done. I'm asking for forgiveness from what I'm about to do. I was like, he's gonna cut that bitch. He's gonna reach through and cut that fucking priest. Like, I'm like, damn, that's some hardcore shit. You fucking Murdoch, go.
He's just a murdering priest.
Yeah, I was
I
like,
don't know where we're
shit.
going.
He's taking the
Unfortunately,
main
Matt Murdock-
stuff way too far, and he's just doing some horrible, horrific things.
No, I thought it looked good. Like, you're right. We didn't see a whole lot, but from what we saw, I didn't see anything that I immediately went, oh, fuck you. And I've seen trailers that had shit that made me immediately go, oh, fuck you. So, you know,
All right,
not
he's
off to a
talking
bad
about
start.
Star Wars again.
If
What
Colin
is with
Farrell
this-
isn't Bullseye, it's going to be okay.
All right.
Okay, so in other Netflixy Marvel news, did you guys hear about the Jessica Jones casting?
Nope.
Oh wait, you're talking about David Tennant?
Yeah, so he was added to it, but they also cast Jessica Jones herself.
Oh, who's
It's
who's gonna play him?
Kristen Ritter. So if you ever saw like Don't Trust the Bitch in Apartment 13 or something like that,
the brunette,
the
in that,
bitch,
right?
the bitch.
Yeah. Okay.
So not
Also-
a bad call.
No,
And
it's all right.
Carrie Ann Moss was added to it as well.
Wait, Jessica Jones. I really don't know much about that comic or who that character.
To be honest, I didn't read a whole lot of Defenders. She's an ass-kicking lady. That's about as much as I know.
Okay, well, I guess I'll have to watch the show to find out her fucking background then.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know, did any of you guys see, it wasn't a Super Bowl related or anything like that, it happened before the Super Bowl, but was the Game of Thrones teaser for the
I
next
did.
season.
We don't talk
Yeah,
about
we
that.
can
It's
talk-
called Sports Ball.
This is the one
But
good
we're
thing that
talking
came
about
out of the sports ball game.
right now, so we'll talk about Swords Ball for a while. I don't know, it got me excited, generally
Yeah,
the
it
same way
did.
all the other teasers
Like
did.
Full Mast?
I already kind of know this is more or less going to be a filler season for what they have planned.
Okay.
Honestly, they could totally twist it on me, but
I love
for
that as an
timeline-
anime fan, you can just go, it's a filler season, where everybody else is like, fucking table flip.
Yeah, no,
Season.
I can go through hundreds of episodes of it'll get good eventually. I'll fucking watch. We'll just sit here. I've done that shit in the past. I'm doing that
All
to
right.
2 shows right now.
Hey, John, have you actually watched Game of Thrones?
Basically, from what I've seen or heard about Game of Thrones, the amount of time that it will suck out of my life because I won't be able to stop watching it, I'm afraid to start.
Okay.
Oh no, let me give you the one bit of incentive that counts. Dragons and titties, bro.
Yeah, I know. I'm sure that I'll love the show, and that's precisely why I haven't started. You don't realize the kind of schedule I've kept until recently, so this is why I haven't touched it yet, because it's just, I won't sleep anymore. I'll be up all night watching it and streaming it. And
Sleep. That's why I make caffeine pills.
Yeah, dude, you don't need sleep. You got dragons and titties. You could get to
Yeah,
sleep
I'll
faster.
save you some time. I'll catch you all the way up so you can just start it in April with the rest of us, okay? Snape kills Dumbledore. You're caught up.
I'm probably the oldest person at this podcast, and I found that I'm starting to actually need sleep. It's happening. It's happening to me now. Yeah.
I'm starting to want sleep because I'm like, fuck the rest of you guys.
See, I want sleep,
I'm gonna get
but
8
it
hours in
doesn't
that
come.
room.
I mean, I hate my only problem with sleep is that it's time that I can't spend eating.
He eats his feelings, just
I
like
do.
everything else.
I appreciate the sleep that I get, but honestly, for the amount of sleep I get, you would think I work at like a steel mill and that I like walk 17 miles to get there. I don't do anything to warrant the amount of sleep that I obtain
Oh yeah,
during
no.
the night.
Wait, am I allowed to say where you work?
I would not.
Okay.
It's a retail place.
Let me just say, blank blank will tell.
Wow.
Will read you the specs off of the box. Boom.
Okay, fair enough. Thank you for hiding Blank Blank's identity, since they're a corporate.
Good old blank blank. I shop at blank blank. I like blank blank.
Yeah, no, I don't do enough stuff outside to warrant the amount of sleep I demand on every single night.
Well, back on topic though, John. Don't feel bad. I haven't watched it. I kind of refuse to, because I'm a bad person. At least that's what Devin tells me. Once they're all done, I imagine I will do a marathon like I'm doing with Criminal Minds. And I know I keep bringing it up, and I'm bringing it up especially because John would agree with me. Mandy Patinkin, amazing character actor.
Yeah.
You know why
course,
he left the
that's-
show, right?
Yeah, it was getting too dark for him.
Shit was too depressing,
You know that's a bad
Don't have
sign.
to stab a priest.
right?
Mandy Patinkin is one of the most difficult actors to work with. I mean, like everyone says it. Even he says it. He acknowledges that on Chicago Hope that he was impossible. He knows.
Yeah, I believe he's one of the actors where he gets so into his characters that it literally started affecting him on Criminal Minds. I thought that was brilliant. Well, for him, but
He took inspiration from his own father's death to play Inigo Montoya.
I don't know if you're joking about that.
I'm not.
Because
okay.
that's fucking dark.
Because they did kill his
True,
father,
like,
and they did have to prepare to die.
His father had recently died, so he's playing this guy who's out to avenge his own father. Said, "Hello, my name is Inigo Montoya. You killed." Like he was literally meant the emotion when he was saying
He
those
created
things.
a real life vendetta against somebody who murdered his father.
He
He
actually
didn't have
ended up
a
killing
vendetta,
that
no.
actor
His
a few
father died of
years
natural
later.
causes, I believe. But yeah.
Another
That's
terrible movie.
that's fucking Daniel Day-Lewis shit, which I
know.
talk about him on the amounts. But if he had to be like, oh yeah, it's a role where my dad is dead, I'm pretty sure he would murder his father.
Or at least pay somebody.
Why?
It's a psychological twist. I killed my father.
I'd watch that fucking movie.
It wouldn't be a movie. It would be a biography about his life.
Speaking of movie news, Ryan Reynolds, we just got confirmed that the Deadpool movie is going to happen. So
What?
he said, what?
In the butt.
Whoa. I'm like,
No, that's right. It's
What?
gonna be great. You all saw the test footage, right?
I've not.
Are
No.
we talking
No,
about
but I
like
have
the
zero
CGI
interest
stuff?
in Deadpool, so I guess that's why I
I'm
haven't seen it.
super looking forward to it.
Are we talking
Okay,
about like
so-
the CGI test footage?
Basically, what happened is the CGI test footage got leaked onto the internet, right? No, I fucking credit. Fuck you.
Go on.
Fuck you in your shoes, okay?
That's
You're
what
not
that
wearing
weird stuff
shoes.
was.
I wasn't talking to you, but
Oh, okay,
also
good.
fuck you.
Yeah, you can deal.
Anyways,
Go on.
Now
moment of
kiss.
anger.
We're
My
some
name
very
is Devin
couple. That's how it
Parker.
is,
This
man.
my Deadpool story. Prepare to die.
I honestly think you guys should just fuck already.
I said I ate some
Who said we have
bananas. BANANAS.
I completely forgot what I was talking
God,
about.
now we have copyright money.
Deadpool. You're talking
You're talking
about
about Deadpool, the CGI footage.
So the footage got leaked, and so Yahoo News reached out to Ryan Reynolds, and we're like, okay, so why is the movie getting made? Is the rumor true? Is it because of the test footage? And he was like, yeah, no, 100%. Basically, once people saw a thing and then said, we'll still pay money for that, they were like, oh, fuck, yeah, then we'll make it. Like, that's really all it took.
Right.
And they didn't need a fucking Kickstarter for it.
Yeah, right. And like they were asking him back and forth, like, "Oh, who really did?" And he's like, "Oh, we don't know. We all really wanted to, though." He was like, "It was actually kind of weird because when we found out the movie was dead in the water, we all kind of joked that one of us was going to leak the footage, and then just nobody did. But then apparently somebody did. So that is 100% why the movie's getting made." So then they went on to ask him, like, "Okay, so you were already kind of in one superhero movie, and that sucked. So what makes you feel like this one's going to do better?" And he ends up going, like, flat out, it's the script. When we did Green Lantern, nobody got to read a script because it wasn't done. Like, the movie wasn't even done being written when they started filming.
Yeah, there was plenty of problems with Green Lantern before you add in Ryan Reynolds' performance as Green Lantern. There's plenty of problems before that.
So, and he even, like, takes credit. He's like, that was the biggest problem, but, would I go back and do the movie again? Of course. I had a chance to play Green Lantern. We did what we did. We live with it. Like,
this time,
it's not a big
Green Lantern
deal.
buried in a box for the whole movie.
As opposed to George Clooney, who still goes, Batman and Robin. Oh.
Yeah, no, he flat out admit, like, I've actually seen anything with George Clooney where he goes, yeah, I kind of killed that franchise for a while, didn't I? Like, he's just like, yep.
I killed the Batman!
That's right, dude.
But here's the thing,
That
though.
shit.
Clooney could have been a good Batman. Reynolds could have been a good Green Lantern. It wasn't either of their fault.
Yeah,
that
it
those
really
movies
wasn't
sucked.
Reynolds' fault. I mean, same with
Yeah,
Ben
it's a
Affleck
sad
and
thing
Daredevil.
about
It wasn't
movies
Affleck's
is-
fault.
Yeah, it's a sad thing about movies is that a lot of people put bad script on bad acting, and sometimes they put bad acting on a good script, and it's just like it's stupid. People just don't think about it too much. I think that they both could have done a good job, but they didn't have the script.
John,
Bad script, you can't make it good.
Johnny, you're too
When Joel,
polite. I feel
when
like
Joel Schumacher's walking,
there we go.
when Joel Schumacher's walking around saying, "Remember, everyone, it's a comic book. It's kid stuff. It's funny. No one's going to give a really good performance either to an already bad script." And so it's like you've got to take into consideration the script and the director first, because that's where it starts.
The acting was campy as fuck. I mean, I go back now and I go, that's funny, but I don't think that's what they meant.
So, at least with the Deadpool movie, they're saying, like, there was a script that leaked on the internet. That really is the script. That really is the script that we're doing. Because, again, it tested positively. People liked the script, so they're like, yeah, we're just going to make that fucking movie. They didn't get the budget they wanted for the film. He goes, but we get to make the film we want. He's like, I'd rather make it without it looking as shiny than not get to make it at all, or not get to make it the way we all wanted to make it.
Is it all
Right, that's
definitely
more
going to be
important.
CGI, or is there going to be live action components?
No, yeah, the whole movie's not going to be CGI. It's a live-action Deadpool movie with CGI components.
Okay.
I don't know why
the
they...
action scenes are going to be primarily a CGI Deadpool, I would assume, because he's going to be doing fucking.
I don't want a CGI Deadpool.
Well, I mean,
I want a Deadpool.
you're only going to get so many rope stunts. I'm sure it's going to be that hybrid kind of thing they do now, part CGI, part real. It'll look fine. Honestly, I have no worries for this movie now that they've confirmed that, yeah, no, we're just going to do the thing that everybody talked about us doing because finally you've convinced us you'll spend money.
I like that. That's what.
Like, that's all they
needed.
needed.
Yeah.
Somebody just needed to finally go like, hey, dude, just do the thing, and it'll be fine. I wish Fantastic Four would do it. I wish somebody would just be like, remember that comic that there's 50 years worth of source material of? Just
Let's
do
do
that.
Right.
Yeah, because we did actually talk about the Fantastic Four trailer without you, Devin. So you did see it, I take it?
No, I won't watch that shit.
The trailer. You didn't watch a trailer.
No,
You didn't watch a fucking trailer.
no,
1.5 minutes of your day.
not worth it. You know what I can
It's
do
not.
that is...
It really wasn't.
Let's just be fair.
This is what I can do that is as equally beneficial. I
He could
eat a
get
fucking
off
bullet.
twice.
I could drown myself in the low-flow toilet at work. I could make a noose of Ethernet cables and fucking hang myself. All things equally as beneficial.
Wait, will
As
you also
watching
be
that.
masturbating at the same time? Because it's a whole different thing.
Depends on how the day's gone so far. No, I have not seen the trailer. I'm
makes
not going to watch it.
The Silver Surfer look good. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, that's dirty. That'd be
That's not-
5 words.
I've
I'm
never
not
turned on a
surprised.
trailer regardless of my preconceived notions of the movie. When they do fully release the Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice trailer, I will watch that. I will. Yeah,
That one might
Hey,
actually
hey,
be an
it's
okay
Dawn
film.
of Justice.
Dawn of Justice.
No,
So-
honestly, that movie's
okay,
probably going to
let's
suck.
hear the
but
other
maybe
side
I
of
was only
things.
looking forward to that movie.
Let's hear the other side of things. John is guest one because he really likes Batman, and he also liked The Man of Steel, which I know was an opinion that Devin didn't share. Yeah, that's him hanging himself. So John, tell me, what do you think of the new Batman v Superman or Superman v Batman?
What's the name of the movie? I'm sorry, Eddie. I don't recognize
Dawn of Justice.
Dawn of
I
Justice.
hate the casting of Jesse Eisenberg as Luthor. I hate it. I
Right?
hate it. It makes me want to barf.
Give in to the
Affleck-
hate.
Affleck's actually a solid actor now. It was never really his acting ability; it was the movies he was choosing. But if you look at things like The Town, Argo,
What, Reindeer Games wasn't amazing.
yeah, exactly. That's my point. I mean, what are you gonna do? No, I mean, it's like if you look at stuff like The Town, Hollywoodland, Argo. The guy actually, just came out with the Gone Girl movie. He's a solid actor and an even better director. I'm not gonna judge him forever for Gigli and Daredevil. One of those movies were his fault, except that he chose them, and he's choosing things a lot more carefully now. So I'm not really.
Agreed.
I don't know if Affleck is going to be a good Batman. I can't say. As far as the movie itself, I'm excited about it, but it could be crap. I don't know. Zack Snyder is hit and miss, so we'll wait and see.
I have a new theory on this, though. I have a feeling Batman and Superman, it's going to come, it's going to be good or terrible. That part I'm not sure of, but here's what I am sure of. Is Suicide Squad is coming out of nowhere and right after it, just so after that sucks, everybody can look back and go, oh, Batman vs. Superman really wasn't, like, it could have been this pile of shit. And it was better than that. But that movie is just
I'm
sounding
sorry,
so bad.
Suicide Squad is going to be a great movie. It's written and
Oh,
directed
it's
by
gonna
David
suck.
Ayer, who wrote Training Day. He also wrote and directed Sabotage with Arnold Schwarzenegger, which was one of his second comeback movie after he
You
stopped
do
being
realize
governor.
one of the leads already walked, right?
One of the leads walked because he wanted more screen time, and also you hear Tom Hardy saying that he doesn't want to be in a movie with another Batman because his Batman is Christian Bale, and they're putting Batman in this movie. So I think that's probably why. Because he literally said he doesn't really want to be a part of a movie with Affleck the Batman because his Batman is Bale.
I don't.
They
buy it.
won't
At the
let
end of
me
the
talk
day-
with a funny mask voice.
No, at
Right.
the end of the day, that check was going to clear and it was going to be as big as he wanted it to be. He walked for other reasons. He took one look at all the internet comments, people going, oh wait, Will Smith doesn't fit this role? Ugh, maybe I shouldn't be a part of this. Not to mention, they pulled a fucking nobody out of a fucking coffin for him to play. Let's pull out Rick Flag. Everybody, tell me all your favorite Rick Flag arcs.
I don't even know who that
fucking
is.
jump at once. Exactly.
Flag
Because
is
so
important.
many-
Shark,
I
Suicide
remember
Squad.
that at one point.
The character is important to the Suicide Squad.
But
Amanda Waller is important to
with
the
all of
Suicide
the
Squad.
other stuff that we've bothered to cut out of superhero histories, oh, but Rick Flag, we have to leave. The fucking nobody who doesn't matter. The fucking New 52 reboot's great. They don't mention him, and you can do that as a standalone movie and still sell it, and it'd be fine. The Assault on Arkham movie is a standalone that never mentions him. You get the whole idea, and it's fine. Why is this arbitrary detail suddenly important because it's the one that didn't get cut? They cut important detail all the fucking time, but this one, everybody's jumping going, he was there at the beginning. So, fucking, we didn't even do the original X-Men when we did the first X-Men movie, and
Oh,
everybody
God, I
ate
know.
that shit up like candy
What?
corn. So
What I
why
don't
him?
understand is why you're so upset that Rick Flag's in the movie. Yeah, they
Because it's
they
a
could cut
waste
it
when there's a
on-
better
why is it
character
making
who
you
can
so
fill that
upset?
slot. There's a better character for
Yes,
it.
Devin,
You could have
tell
had
us.
Tom Hardy play King Shark just as easily, and it would have been fine. It would have fit. It would have been more recent with the arcs that we know is selling right now. Even the plot of it's a little screwed up. It already leaked that the whole thing is going to be about both Harley Quinn and Deadshot are sent into the prison to assassinate some people when the whole thing goes awry, and Waller gets a hold of them and makes them go on a mission so they don't get thrown into the very same prison. Like, it's just kind of thin, weak, and coincidental. It's not even well done. We're going to be established. Like, why do Suicide Squad second? Why rush this out? Let's establish some villains in the fucking Justice League movies that we're already lining up and doing. Then do a big villain romp at the end of it with like some of like the Beeline guys that you see him beat up, and spin it off into its own thing. This just seems like a hasty, rushed mess to throw some celebrities in, whip some shit together, and run with it instead of just going with.
Remember, Devin, this is DC's MO right now.
Hold on.
No, it really is. This is every
Crap
DC
stack.
movie.
Why do I feel like Suicide Squad is DC's answer to Guardians of the Galaxy?
Because it
It
is.
is. It absolutely
That's exactly
is.
what it is.
I
It's
just
their
feel
weird,
like
like,
they're
And
like,
that's why
from
it's
the
being
left.
rushed so fast, so that the hype
But-
won't die down for it.
Can I ask a question though?
No.
That's
Why
not
would you let
Anybody
you do
actually
that?
seen anything to know that this is bad? It's like it's
I've
like
seen the casting and the lineup.
I like the lineup.
Sometimes that's enough, dude.
okay, no. John,
And history of DC. I'm just saying.
John,
Look at all the
go
DC
ahead.
movies.
Defend the lineup. Tell us why it would be like.
Yeah, I wanna
neutral.
hear the
I don't know
defended.
shit about Suicide Squad, so I don't know what to expect. So right now I have Devin going, nah, I hate it. So tell us, why is this lineup going to be
All
great?
you need is Waller and Deadshot. If you have Waller and Deadshot, that's enough. Everyone else is because the Suicide Squad members change regularly. It's not
Sure.
something like some of them die. Some of them die. It's called Suicide Squad for a
Wait. I'll
reason.
interject that right now. If I'm making a Suicide Squad movie today, I would be fired if I did not throw Harley in the front of that shit with how fucking marketable she is right now to
Yep.
the entire goddamn
the
world.
This
Boom.
month
It's the
just got
Harley
announced as
Quinn
Harley
movie,
Quinn month.
starring the Suicide Squad. It's not a fucking Suicide Squad movie. It's Harley Quinn starring the Suicide Squad. That's what the movie is.
I understand that, but I don't really care too much about her being in it. I'm talking about if you're asking me as someone who's a fan of the Suicide Squad, I don't really need Harley Quinn in it because she's only recently been thrown into that. Historically, she's not really a part of that group. To me, Deadshot is the face of the Suicide Squad. Will Smith, not the best person for the role, but if you've watched some of his dramatic movies where he's not being Will Smith, the guy is a good actor. I'm just hoping they don't let him play.
Will Smith's a
Will
great
Smith.
actor. We don't doubt that. We all like Will Smith here. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
I
it's
just
not
don't
his
want him to
wife we're
play Will
talking
Smith.
about.
Because my
Or his
fear is that
children.
they'll just let them play Will Smith, which they do in a lot of things. Like they'll throw an iRobot at us and ruin an Asimov classic because they let him play Will Smith. That's what I'm afraid of.
I would love Deadshot being Fresh Prince of Bel-Air the whole time.
I would have loved.
Amanda Waller!
I would have loved Fresh Prince fights robots. The iRobot 2.
It's coming. We have a chance.
Yeah.
We have a chance for that.
Fair enough.
But I mean, to me, I mean, having Deadshot in the movie and having Amanda Waller in the movie, you can make a good movie with that as long as you flesh everything out.
I'm
like
not
the
saying
casting
it can't be done. I'm saying based on what they've assembled and what they've put together, what they've said, this is what we're looking at so far, it doesn't look like it's going to be done. That's my fear. I'm not saying nobody can do it. I'm saying these guys can't.
Have you seen Sabotage?
I don't even know what that is.
Sabotage is a pretty new movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's one of the best movies the guy's ever done, and it was written and directed by the guy who's writing and directing this movie. He's rewriting the script, so it's like basically the script that they're talking about isn't the final script, and everything may change, and that's exactly why Tom Hardy left, because when he came on to direct, he started rewriting the script, and Tom Hardy didn't like the fact that his character's screen time got cut. That's what I've heard. Now,
you know what I actually just remembered?
All these things that you're hearing about the story, yeah?
Well, hopefully that changes, because the other part I was really unimpressed with, and when I remembered that the character was in there, I remembered the last part of the plot that they leaked online. So hopefully this changes, and hopefully they change the character too. I remember what Deadshot was after. Deadshot is there to steal a weapon and bring it back to Lex Luthor, and the weapon is Enchantress, and that's supposed to be our big introduction to magic in the DC universe. There's a magic villain, Enchantress.
Yes. And have you noticed that originally Jesse Eisenberg was attached to the movie, and now suddenly they've announced pretty much the whole cast, except for they're trying to find a new Rick Flag, but Jesse Eisenberg is not mentioned as being Luthor at all in this movie. So I think that they're replacing Luthor with Joker, because Joker wasn't in the original script.
Why does
David
Joker
Ayers,
want magic? That makes less sense.
But to be fair, though,
Joker needs magic, dude.
Joker's just random. He can. Joker wants whatever the fuck he wants. He doesn't need a reason.
It just seems weird, and I think this is a weird introduction of magic into the universe too. And honestly, again,
there's a lot better ways they could have done it rather than Enchantress.
Probably no magic in a movie directed by David Ayer. They're probably going gritty crime crap. I mean,
why do we
David
need more gritty? And so I think I said this off podcast, but I'm gonna say it again. The DC movies are comic books minus the fun. We put one meta in the Suicide Squad. One meta? Come on! It's like nobody. Either they just do not want to spend money on special effects, like someone's just like, no, we can't have those, or they just don't understand what makes comic books comic books. Like, where's the fun? If I want to see a Suicide Squad movie, I want to see a bunch of Z-list villains.
Marvel do what Marvel does well, and let DC do what DC does well. I like the Dark Knight trilogy.
But DC hasn't
What does
done
DC
it well.
do well?
No, DC's done nothing well
DC
so
does
far.
gritty, and they do it well.
They don't do it well. They do gritty.
They do it, and it works okay.
They've done it, and it's happened, and that's as far as I will go.
It happened, and
I'm
we
willing
let
to
it
say
happen.
it's been okay.
I'm sorry.
Oh man,
I mean, they made two movies where one character was the main headliner that both made over $1 billion worldwide. Marvel had the only Marvel movie that did that
Sex
with
in
one
the
character
City
was
movie
Iron Man
made
3,
$1
and that
billion,
was just-
okay? Money does not equate
What?
to art.
what did you say?
Sex in the City made $1 billion fucking dollars. Money does not equate to art. People will watch anything.
I don't want to
that
comment
counts
on
for
that because
nothing.
that's going to spark a whole discussion.
Basically,
counts for
all
nothing.
that DC can do from this point for us is pleasantly surprised. That's the only thing they can do. Because going in, like I said, Marvel's got the nuts to make whatever goofy fucking movie they want to do, and we'll go see it because they keep proving us wrong every time we have a second doubt. DC, it's a fucking uphill battle, so they've got a long.
Yeah, they have to prove it to me now. I'm not saying I'm not saying they can't do it. I'm saying I don't think they're gonna. I'm betting against them. They could prove me wrong. I could shut the fuck up.
The Guardians of the Galaxy movie was going to be good when you heard about it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Wait,
I did.
really? I'm sorry. I thought it was going to be fucking weird.
I was stoked.
I was excited and was really into it, primarily because I was reading a lot about what they did
we
with
can
the
go
anime.
back and listen to old episodes and find out if that's true.
My biggest trepidation was Bradley Cooper as Rocket Raccoon, and I will admit I was wrong about it. He actually did a fantastic job doing the voice. Other than that, the minute I heard James Gunn was doing it, I was in because I knew they were going to make it something weird. Because that's what James Gunn does. You don't hire James Gunn for serious, you hire James Gunn for weird. And it was everything it needed to be. That movie took the correct tone for the source material. It was weird, Z-list heroes that nobody had ever heard of, and they were like, if we want to do this, we need to play it up. This movie needs to be on 11. And they did that. But with Suicide Squad, they just sound like, phone it in, guys. Remember that shit we did with Batman? crank that out. Keep doing it forever. That's all we're getting. We're getting the same cut and dry bullshit.
Talking about DC and all this casting stuff, did you guys see the casting for the Teen Titans?
Well, did not casting be character list.
Roster, yes.
Roster, sorry, not casting.
So what was the roster? Because Devin and I were going back and forth what our Teen Titans would be for a TV show.
It's Dick Grayson, who's going to be Robin and then morph into Nightwing within the storyline. They're having a wheelchair-bound Barbara Gordon, but she's not going to be Oracle.
Okay, that's still
just Barbara.
Okay.
They had her in Birds of Prey as wheelchair-bound.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they're having
Billy Bob, guys, come on.
And they're having Raven and Starfire, which is great. So there you go.
Okay.
Wait, no Beast Boy?
No Beast Boy.
Are you shitting me? No Beast Boy?
No Beast Boy.
No Beast Boy, no Cyborg.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, Cyborg.
Yeah,
one way you can film it, the other way you can film it.
I hate that fuck.
From a comic book fan standpoint, and from just I'm trying to make a popular fucking TV show standpoint, it is stupid as all fuck shit not to put Beast Boy in this. It is stupid. He is your bread and butter for a
Tyler,
TV
you
show.
look like you're about to attack somebody.
Here's the thing, but as we were mentioning offline, when they kill off Hawk and Dove, they can replace him with Beast Boy.
Yeah, like I'm okay with Hawk and Dove being in it as long as they die by the end of the first season. Hawk and Dove need to be brutally murdered, like they are always brutally murdered. No. I'm okay with them. Like let's build some emotional attachment and then brutally murder them, like we always do, and then bring in characters who matter.
I'm okay with
bring in Beast Boy afterward. Let him come in to fill in that gap and bring some humor into the characters that are mourning the death of their fallen comrades. It's actually a great idea to bring in that funny character at that time. So this is how the show's going to start. Let it morph into something. Let's see what happens.
I think our weird thing is, though, 2 boys, 4 girls. It's just an uneven lineup.
That's okay, though. There's nothing wrong with that.
Your mind
it's not bad. No, I just mean, like, it's a weird, and, like, there's no tank character, you know what I mean? Like, they're just really not even planning for every situation here.
They're going to get their asses kicked at some
point. Yeah, they went and built their party and failed.
Yeah.
So now that we've talked about the lineup, casting, who do you think would play a good, Dick Grayson?
Dick Grayson.
Me.
Sold. $1 million.
If we're assuming that he's going to be like old enough to where it's a logical morph from him being Robin into Nightwing, I like too many old actors. I don't know any good younger actors. I know a lot of kid actors.
Like Adam West.
He would bring some flair for sure. No, I don't really have
and his fucking Geritol.
The guy I would actually like for Nightwing, if you're going to go a little bit older, is that guy. What is his name? He was didn't like the show. Eddie. He was in Heroes. He was one of the main characters in Heroes.
Wilmer.
Which character did he play in Heroes?
I don't know. Milo Ventimiglia.
Yeah. Well, it's not going to be him because he just signed up for a reoccurring role on Arrow.
Interesting.
As Nightwing.
That's too bad.
If he goes as Nightwing, that could work.
You know who I picture in my head? And like I said, he's maybe a tad older because because I still got Beast Boy on the brain, if eventually they do that shit where they bring in Beast Boy again, I would want a young Wilder Valderrama to play Beast Boy.
That would be great,
yeah. If we had a fucking time machine, get the fuck out of here.
I only like old actors. I don't know any young actors. Zac Efron plays everybody. Zac Efron plays okay.
Zac Efron's like 30.
I would still watch the shit out of that. Just watch Zac Efron talking to himself the whole fucking time.
One Direction as the Teen Titans.
Fucking Zac Efron's one-man show, Teen Titans.
I'd watch that shit.
Just cast Tom Welling. Everyone, that would be hilarious.
He's like 32.
I know. Well, no, he's older than that, man. He's like in his 40s now. He's aged well.
There's so many old actors that I wanted to play roles before the roles got cast, before they did for the new Captain America. I thought that Aaron Eckhart, when he was a little younger, would have been a perfect Captain America. I thought it was perfect Steve Rogers.
Chris Evans did a great job.
No, yeah, top notch for sure. But just I kept going ooh, I just wish that I had a time machine just for actors to be all right, I'm gonna bring you back and you're gonna play this role.
So, I mean, like 1990s Jean-Claude Van Damme is not a good actor, but he would have been perfect for Gambit. 1990s Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Actually, I can kind of get behind that. I'm not gonna lie, I can get behind
Fuck
that.
that. I'll take fucking Jean-Claude Van Damme now. Have you seen some of his latest movies? They're still fuck awful, but hey.
You know you are getting a
I'd take
Gambit
him over
movie with
Channing
Channing
Tatum, that's for sure. Yeah, I'd take him over Channing Tatum.
Well, there's one thing that can sell me on Channing Tatum as Gambit. If he can do the Cajun accent, fuck it. That's all I want is him to do the Cajun accent.
You know what? Channing Tatum has grown on me, no homo. Because
That's to be honest, we know.
he's been so versatile. Like, I didn't think he was going to be able to do comedy. And
yeah, he can whip out comedy pretty damn good.
wow,
actually,
just out of fucking nowhere.
Again, he just needs to do the Cajun accent and I'm in. That's all I want to see. But if we get up and he's like, "Hi, I'm Gambit," fuck off.
No, actually,
Yeah, we really could use the real
would be
Cajun
more like,
accent Gambit.
Channing Tatum is from
I'm
the South,
Gambit.
and he says that he's trying to get back to those roots and study the Cajun accent for the role. So
He's
you're
just
probably going to
fucking
like
his
the role.
sister,
Yeah,
not himself.
well, okay, hold on. It at least can't be worse than any of the other X-Men movies.
This is very true.
Not possible. At this point, we are just scraping dumb on top of dumb.
Yeah, but this is also the reason why I'm not excited for anything related to X-Men, is that those movies have essentially just ground down my hope that there'll be something good.
The only way those movies could get worse is if they decide to do an arc on the Colossal Knot.
Oh my god, no!
That is the only way they will get worse.
You know what,
Don't do that to
Devin?
me.
I think I'm going to sell you on a project right now that we might need to get a Kickstarter going for. Let's say it's in the future. We've seen 3 or 4 more shitty X-Men movies, and they've really said, like, we're not getting as much money anymore out of them. One last X-Men movie, Old Man Logan.
Oh, okay. I might be in for Old Man Logan. You know it's getting a running series
Jackman,
now?
He's already older. We make him look a little bit old. Oh, rock that shit.
But they have to actually do Old Man Logan.
Hugh Jackman has said he's done
by
the Old Man
whole
Logan movie.
bursts out of his fucking chest. Like, yeah.
You want to see the it's not actually in theaters because it's unrated version, right?
No, it's not. They just can't hold it back. Is all I'm saying. It's not super like over the top trauma film gory or anything. But I just mean there's some fucked up shit that happens that they have to be dedicated to do.
Road.
Yeah.
That would do. I think.
What about when he's dreaming about the Hulk family and what he disembowels one of them in his dream or his daydream when he less than like that was an awesome scene.
Yeah, no, I was like, there are violent scenes. I'm just saying, there's nothing that's like, it's no worse than Walking Dead in anything it does. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just mean they have to not pull the punches and do it. Fucking Hawkeye needs to be running drugs. Don't suddenly change it that he's like on some peace mission to the east or some shit. No. He's selling fucking heroin.
I could easily have seen him running a small orphanage as a replacement for the drug runner.
Well, he's actually
running
using
drugs.
He's running an orphanage, but so he's got some people to send the drugs with. Exactly.
You're adopted.
Yeah, that I would watch. Except don't let Zack Snyder touch that one.
Okay, so we're not gonna agree on casting, obviously. One thing I did want to talk about as well is, did you guys hear Superman just got a new superpower?
No,
Super
but
Flare.
I'm curious how this is gonna go.
Wait, what happened? Wait, can I try to guess it and see if I'm close?
Hold on, hey,
What does
shoot a
he
bullet.
have at this
John,
point?
you and I have had this whole like why I hate Superman debate. But did you
Right.
hear about his new superpower? And for those who aren't watching and are just listening to the cast, I'm making the fucking like quote marks.
Gravity Earth.
Yeah, it's. I've heard about the new superpower. It's kind of not exactly a power. I mean, it is a power, but it's more of a weakness at the same time. It's going to
For
be.
those
stupid.
of us, aka me, who don't know what it is, can we actually hear what it is?
Take it away,
Super
John.
Flare. Super Flare. He basically
What the
blows
what?
up. He can send through his pores all the solar energy he's sucked up and
Okay.
blow everything up around him.
What arc of Dragon Ball Z are you in right now, motherfucker? What the shit is this?
Yeah.
And it
I've got
weakens him for
lasers
about
that shoot
24
out my
hours.
body every way.
Right.
What the shit
It weakens him for about 24 hours and becomes like a human and can be shot and stuff like that for about 24 hours after he does it. He can't really control it either. He also can't control it.
He
So
can't
he's just
control it. That's
He
like
can't
what
control it very well.
he's
The
just
first time it
there.
happens is an accident.
Wait, hold on. He's just there with
Premature
Lois,
ejaculation.
like yeah, Lois, yeah, boom, gone.
Premature.
So we are actually literally just making Superman into DC's nuclear bomb character.
Yeah, his name is Nathan Petrelli.
Yeah.
Okay. I do want to mention one thing. Devin and I had a conversation 2 days ago when this was first announced, and I called it. Didn't I say he was just gonna like immediately just send out all of his like sun energy?
Yeah, actually, I think you did.
What else can you logically do when you say like you gotta write it
farts.
Superman power? Go, and it's like jizz bullets. I don't know. What the
I would have rather had
I don't
jizz
know.
bullets.
He can levitate shit with his mind. Do something else.
Read minds. Be great.
But ultimately, I just think Superman didn't need any more fucking powers. But oh my god,
He just gets cheese vision next.
oh Jesus. No,
I get gate rays.
I actually think they should take away some of his powers. Take away X-ray vision and take away flight. Make it so he just jumps really far again. I mean, he's still pretty super without those two powers. I mean,
this is what's gonna happen. Superman's new superpower is now he has gaydar and he's fabulous. That's
If
his
there's
new
a
Underwear is
single
back
unit.
on the outside.
yeah.
But you know what, guys? It's still a better story than Twilight.
yes, it is.
True.
Since we're on comic books, and since we were mentioning people who have had horrible things happen to them earlier, I don't know if you guys mentioned this in December when it happened, but did anyone talk about Norm Brayfogle?
No.
Anyone?
Go on.
No, the 1990s Batman artist, who was probably one of the most influential of that decade, had a stroke in December that affected his drawing side of his body.
Oh, now I'm sad again.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
You
you need to
lumped
read the
this in
flow,
with
man.
Depressing ass news.
So it's really sad. I mean,
I'm gonna Google who else died today because I just can't get enough of this shit.
Oh yeah, give me dead people. Yeah.
Give me dead.
well, he's alive. He's alive. It's just that
Barely. He
Draw
wishes he was dead.
yeah, he may never draw again.
Wow.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Did this super popular Batman artist just turn himself into a real life Two-Face?
Oh.
I don't know.
Wow.
That's really cold, man.
Oh, it's so dark.
It's
Hell.
good to know that that's the worst thing I'll ever say in my life. I can't say anything worse than that. So.
No, I've
you
I've
got
heard
it out
you
of the
talk
way.
to your wife.
It's also okay because pretty much everything I say is probably worse than that.
So, minor step back to we sort of touched on it before, but we didn't really mention it. So you guys have heard they're adding Brandon Routh onto Arrow as the Atom, right?
Well, he's on it already.
Oh, he's already.
He's
So
been-
they've made the Atom suit now. They're going to.
Yeah.
He's going to become the Atom, and apparently with this, they're also going to add a third hero to that little set of heroes they got going on. So now it's going to be Arrow, Flash, and Supergirl.
What?
Well, so
Wait.
basically, Supergirl may or may not be in that same continuity. They haven't decided yet, but the Atom
come
spinoff
on.
will definitely be in that continuity.
Yeah, and then Adam's going to get his own spinoff as well. And then is Firestorm planned to get his own as well? Is CW becoming
they don't-
DC Teeny Boppers Network?
Well, actually, what it
It's not
sounds
as
like
funny.
Flash
is
is an awesome show, and Arrow's not bad.
so. Do you remember how Marvel used to have really fuck awful cartoons and DC had really good ones?
You mean like they still do?
Yeah.
Batman the
So
Animated
what
Series,
DC is doing now is that they're going, well, maybe we should bring that to live action and to teenagers because they're one of the largest markets because they can nag their parents.
But how many DC shows does CW need? Just let some of them share a show. Remember when we were kids, Spider-Man and his Amazing Friends? They didn't just whore off a show to every fucking one of them.
It's
They
true.
had to share.
Well, Firestorm, I don't think. I mean, I would love to watch it, but I don't think he should get his own show.
Neither should
He won't.
Adam.
Well, okay,
Supergirl,
Adam's a
fine.
little bit bigger,
I'm
but
okay with the three. I'm okay with the three: the Arrow, the Flash, the Supergirl. And
So the Atom actually, here's the thing, Brandon Routh is doing a lot better job playing Ray Palmer than he ever did playing Superman. And even though they're vastly changed the character, but he's actually really likable in the role, and his charisma in that role could probably carry a TV show. So I'm not
But
decided
how
about
many
how.
hours a day is CW going to be playing 5 shows that all share continuity in some way?
I wish
You know what?
Constantine shared
If
continuity
they
with
do it
these
right,
shows.
I'm into it. If they do it right.
Like there
me
would be
too.
an event, like let's say it's like a season finale where literally you would watch a block of the shows and they would all be one giant long show essentially because it would be like the Flash goes.
I feel like this is leading into a DC network where it's a whole network of just DC shows and all of the shows interlock, so
wait.
you have to watch 24 hours a day.
Wait, stop
Which means
talking.
you have to get a robot to
Devin,
work your
stop
job.
talking. I just came a little.
I love it. It's awesome. I mean, exactly. I agree with Eddie right there. I think that would be a great idea. Let's just do it.
Oh, actually, what I'm looking forward to...
I'd rather have, good
when-
shows, though.
No. What I'm looking forward to is when they have to, like, take these shows and do a crisis event. And now it's a fucking, like,
Then off a bunch of the characters because they're in a
miniseries.
room.
Exactly. So instead of canceling the shows, you fucking off them in a crisis event. I think it'd be epic.
The best comic book show on right now, though, is Constantine, and it may not get renewed for a second season.
Hey,
I heard,
damn
yeah.
right. Actually, Constantine, the status is they've shortened the current season. We're still not sure about the second one. It's looking okay, but
They didn't order back 9. It's a bad sign.
I think it's fucking amazing, man. I love
Hey, at
that
least
show.
he gets to smoke.
I love that show. It's the best comic book show on right now. It's amazing, and the guy is
Yeah, I have been enjoying
is
it.
Constantine. They let him start to smoke everything.
Yeah, like the first couple episodes definitely were very kind of shady, but I like what they're doing. Like the explanation that they sent out for why, spoilers if you haven't been watching, but why his like friend keeps coming back to life. I thought that was fantastic. I thought it was gonna be this huge fucking MacGuffin, and no, I was like, oh, good job, fuck. Yeah.
I have to wonder if they're going to start introducing more of the dark characters into it, though. You know what I mean?
Oh, I would love to see Justice League Dark stuff.
Maybe not the whole lead, but like at least throw in like Madame Xanadu, or I don't know if you want to be really weird, throw in Frankenstein, Agent of Shade.
I'd actually like to see Zatanna. I think Zatanna would make a good character.
Zatanna would sell really well on like with Arrow continuity and everything. She would do
Plus,
very,
Paul
very
Dini
well.
would finally get to live out his fantasy and jerk off to a live-action Zatanna that isn't his wife.
Yeah, but he already has that. Why would he get
Dini.
that?
But the Spectre is in the show.
Spectre is really? I haven't gotten that far yet.
The
Hi, Tyler.
he's not in the show.
Sorry, I got it itchy.
So one of his human it's before he became the fucking Spectre. So like
but
So it's Spectre Light.
yeah, well it's
Pre-spec.
It's pre-spec.
They're setting it up. They're setting it up.
It's the beta.
It's gonna happen. They're setting
Early
it up.
access.
If the show happens beyond this, it will happen.
Okay.
Okay, well now that we've all nerded out like crazy, we're coming near our hour mark, so I think it's time that we should start the inevitable.
Tyler's
Tyler's
top 10. It was Razzle Dazzle on this one. That's all you're fucking getting.
Lots of arm work. I like it. It's going very good. Okay, so for John, I don't know if you are gonna like this list or not because I already know this. I already know the interests of the people in front of me right here. But this week I am actually going to do. Finally, I've been putting it off for so long because I've been reforming the list 100 times. I'm actually going to do my top 10 anime of all time.
No, you can't do. Oh.
Fuck you!
He did an anime thing last week, and I just sat here like.
No,
okay.
I did top 10 manga last week because I was saving this one for this week when we have everybody on the cast. So this is John. I don't even know if you like anime or not, but
I like some anime, so let's see if you get any of my favorite animes on there.
okay, cool beans.
Ooh,
So we're gonna go through the top 10 anime of all time, and like I said, some of them won't really need like explanation, and I'll keep explanations to a minimum, since I could honestly geek out and talk about these all fucking night. No particular order. Top 10 anime of all time. First one I got on the list here, like I said, not in any order, but Cowboy Bebop
Yeah,
for
fuck
certain.
you.
It's a good choice.
It's still one of the best space science fiction anything I've ever seen. Period. It's perfect. It's cool. Best soundtrack ever. Coolest fucking soundtrack. You want to be these characters when you're watching the show. Next on the
Wanted to
list
eat
here.
a bullet when I watched the show.
It wasn't
Devin, have you actually
Evangelion.
given
Don't
it a
lie.
shot?
Yes.
You've given it a shot?
Yes.
I really don't believe it.
Ha, ha. Have you given it
So
a shot?
Ghost
Yeah.
in the
No, you
Shell, I
haven't.
saw the movie and not the show. Bebop, I saw the show and not the movie.
Okay. But there's
you're
one of
dumb.
them off the list. There is that next one off the list. Another one that doesn't really need. Well, actually, I'll skip that one. I'll go around the list a little bit here. Next one on the list is going to be a little bit of an older one. This one's from the 80s. I consider myself an old taku because I do like a lot of the older anime from the 80s and before.
You know what? You don't get to call me an old taco.
That means something different where you come from, apparently.
Yes, it does.
So next on the list here is GTO, also known as Great Teacher Onizuka.
Or get the fuck out.
You're missing a letter in there.
Yeah, you're missing a
I
whole
know
fucking
that's
letter,
English
dude.
is not your
No.
first language.
No, this podcast, we had fucking everything.
That's true.
You know, he makes an excellent
Fucking thing.
point.
That's-
Nicely done, Eddie. Nice recovery.
The
Fucking
in there.
nice.
Anyway, Great Teacher Onizuka. Funny high school style anime. Actually had Steve Blum, who was the voice of Spike in Cowboy Bebop. He was the voice of the teacher in this one as well. The main character, Onizuka. And it was just really fucking hysterical. There very rarely is there a high school anime that bases, instead of it around being about the kids and like their zany adventures or whatever, it's based around the teachers and they're doing their shit. And that's what this was. It was about Onizuka, who used to be a huge fucking gang leader in Japan, who suddenly decided one day, yeah, I want to be a teacher. And fucking did it. And through zaniness and crazy funny adventures, there is actually morals to be had at the end of every episode, more or less. It's a really fucking
So
honest
it's
good.
kind of like Welcome Back,
Is there a
Kotter.
Pontiac?
Is there a Pontiac?
Yeah.
No, it's
Pontiac, yeah.
nothing to do with vehicles, and the fact that you know anything about a car means that we're talking less now.
All I know is that there's a Pontiac car called a GTO. I don't know anything about it other than that.
4 wheels, that's all you gotta know. 4 wheels.
Put gas in
And
it.
I used the internet to find it just now.
That really is significantly more than I know about it. Just I know it's a GTO. I know it
Next-
exists. I didn't even know it's a company.
Is my it's on my top 10 anime of all time. It is my number one favorite mech anime of all time, and that is Gurren Lagann, which you could actually see now. It's
He's
started
saying words that aren't real.
That is actually a really amazing show, and I highly recommend
Yeah,
it.
this is a show. Steven didn't get me into this, but we were watching it at the same time. It's referred to as a super mech anime because instead of it being like realistic in the way of like they're giant robots, like machines that are fighting each other, which are very scary, dangerous situations, it's silly. There's a lot of like ridiculousness of like, hey, a machine can't do that. A machine can't suddenly grow a giant drill sword out of its arm, type shit like that. But it's overwhelmingly powerful, great emotion on it. The show, which I've spoiled this on another top 10 list, the show has fucking nuts for killing its most popular character around episode 5. It had the most popular character in the anime of all time, and they fucking killed that bitch.
Yeah, I think the full title is Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann, and the thing is that
it's
it's also done by Gainax, and they're pretty well known for doing things that have to do a lot with like emotional states and stuff like that. I feel like this one and Neon Genesis Evangelion have the same theme, but one is through like you can do anything, and the other is that everything kind of sucks, but you can get through it. And this is the you can do anything one, and it's just over the top and great. One of my favorites, without a question.
Nice. Okay. Next on the list here, this one's kind of new, and to be honest, it's running its third season right now, or actually it just wrapped up its third season. Sorry, and it might go into a fourth season. But it's of the work that's come out of it so far, it's made my top 10 of anime of all time, and that is the anime based off the video game Sword Art Online, which does follow a concept that was kind of it was kind of popular. It was basically that people get trapped in a video game. Like the general idea, but everyone was doing it a little bit differently. Theirs was a very serious situation where people got trapped into a virtual reality type video game where it's like a headset that you put on. If you unplug the person in the headset, they will die. If you die in the video game, per the video game's rules, you die in real life. And it was just like really emotional, brilliantly animated, easily 2012's most popular anime.
I feel like I watched this.
You can watch it on Hulu and Netflix right now.
Yeah. So I am watching it. They did release a season 2, yeah?
So it's weird because normally seasons are 13 episodes, but they did this as a 24 episode is season 1, and then another 24 episode is season 2. So in actuality, there's 2 major arcs in the first season. The first part of the first season is they're trapped in the video game. Then at the end of that, they get out of the video game, but then they have to go back in for other reasons. but it's brilliantly
John
animated.
just goes, it's the Matrix.
It's really fucking dark. It's really good though. But what's really great was that like how people in this anime adapted to just being like, oh shit, we're trapped in a video game. Like they've been fully informed, like saying like, yeah, you're being kept alive on life support because I'm like a rich billionaire dude who made this video game. So I made you like go to hospitals that I'm paying for. So you'll live out the rest of your lives in here if you guys don't beat the game. So you guys have to fucking beat the game. So some people were like, yeah, fuck yeah, let's all get together and try to beat the game. But they were so afraid of actually dying that some people just adapted to life in the video game and just started living there. And it was like really cool, just like very humanistic side of it.
Yeah, I'll have to say that is actually a really well done anime. And I haven't gone through the entire first season. Alex,
Dubs or
I
subs?
think I have.
I think there's both.
Both are available. I've actually met the guys who do the English voice cast. They're okay, but honestly,
Subs.
we as English speaking voice actors, we can't scream worth a shit compared to Japanese voice actors. We cannot.
True.
There's a lot of screaming in this show with basically just like extreme fight scenes going on.
Well,
For instance,
yeah.
the voice actor who did Kirito, the main character, who I actually have cosplayed before, the guy who does his voice in the Japanese, he had a powwow with the guy who was going to take over the English voice since it got like rushed straight to Toonami and Adult Swim because it got so popular. And he said, yeah, you're going to do what's called, and if you watch the show long enough, you'll know what I'm talking about. You're going to do the Starburst Stream episode. Your throat's going to bleed. And that's what he said to him, and he thought, this guy doesn't speak English very well. Maybe he didn't mean that. He says, no. We did it so loud so many times, I was screaming blood.
Jesus.
So that's the dedication you need.
You know, that's the name of my punk band in high school.
Screaming blood?
Yeah.
Nice. So Sword Art, I'd suggest to anybody. I don't know if you guys are seeing the comments from the live stream or not, but if anybody else has seen Sword Art Online and they're on there, they know the fuck I'm talking about. Next one on the list, to take a little bit of a lighter side to it, comedy. There's a lot of really good anime comedies that people just won't give a chance because they think it's going to be weird comedy they're not going to understand. Sometimes they're right, sometimes they're not. But in this case, Ouran Host Club is a very, very, very funny anime based around a private school where it's the minor common theme where it's like somebody gets into the school and, oh, misconception, we thought you were a boy because you're such a tomboy, and now we have to hide the fact that you're a boy.
Oh, I thought it was like, now we all get to fuck you.
Why does it always go there?
No, that's called hentai, not anime.
Oh, I drone in and out when we talk about this.
I'm glad
you really do. You can even see it on his face.
Really funny, lighthearted anime. I won't go too in depth in it because you need to go really in depth to get any of the jokes, but it's just really funny. Hijinks ensue with them trying to hide the identity of it, and it's a host club, which is essentially legalized prostitution in a high school, to where basically it's like...
So I didn't hear that right. I heard host club but didn't say anything. I just wanted... Yeah. Okay.
It's not prostitution, but it's more like you pay for dates, more or less. You pay for a nice date with a gentleman.
Okay, do you pay extra for... Never mind.
I don't think they know how to stuff empanadas in Japan, but...
So, penisly speaking,
no.
do they fuck?
I'm just... if you're gonna stuff empanadas, that's something dirtier. We'll talk offline.
Okay, next one on the list here. Devin, one of Devin's favorites, at least I know that much, is Yu Yu Hakusho.
I love that show.
It is a really good show. I enjoyed it much.
It is the core of all, in my opinion, of all tournament-based anime.
Yes,
there really should be more tournaments.
That show has one problem, that's that there's 2 seasons that don't just have a giant tournament fight in them.
Doesn't need that much of a backstory, but it's essentially Bleach, but better.
It's Tournament Fight the anime, and it's great. Just watch it. Finger bang. This is the original finger bang.
That's right. Yusuke, his main move is finger bang, but he can't say finger bang on TV. So Yu Yu Hakusho,
it literally is.
Another one that I'll go into here was actually made by the same people as Yu Yu Hakusho, which, Devin, I think you'd like, but unfortunately it takes a little bit of patience to get into, so I'm not sure you'd actually stay with it long enough. But that's Hunter x Hunter, which was made by the same people. Very popular, long-running manga. I mentioned it like on a few different top 10 lists. Yu Yu Hakusho, or Hunter x Hunter has made that. Same very vibe and feel. In fact, it's so funny because they're made by the same people. There's even a point where someone has a cell phone, and it's got a cell phone charm on it, and it's poo from Yu Yu Hakusho. Do you remember
That's
Pooh?
awesome. Yeah.
And it's like,
Wait,
oh shit,
Little Pooh or Big Ridiculous Pooh?
Little Pooh.
Okay, Little Pooh.
It's little
Just
adorable
Little
Pooh.
Pooh.
Okay.
And because honestly, up to that point in the show, you're going like, this reminds me of something, but I don't know what. And it's
It's poop.
It-
It reminds you of
it's
poop.
Well, it's Mr. Hanky.
I'll hurry up the list a little bit here.
Hey, another Christmas
Next one
poop.
on the list, Fruits Basket, which I think Devin, you know what Fruits Basket is.
Oh, that one.
don't you?
Okay.
Fruits Basket?
I know that one.
Okay, so John, you know what Fruits
John's
Basket
like, I
is.
got this one. I got this one.
They turn into animals. They turn into animals. Yeah, Fruits Basket.
Eddie, we were talking about this last week
Yeah,
for the
we
manga
were.
list.
Sick
Um,
fucks.
which your mind went to a sick place immediately. But I'll reiterate, it's
No
fun high
bestiality.
school. It's a funny high school anime with the twist comment of there's a family of like 13 people that each represent an animal of the zodiac, and when they're hugged by a member of the opposite sex, they actually transform into
I
that
still
animal.
don't understand how they. And.
I
Man,
don't
I
understand
feel bad
how
for
you
your
would do that.
fiance, bro.
Oh, I was thinking bear fucking, so that's where
There's
I
no
went.
bears. Yeah. But anyways, it's really really funny, very lighthearted.
season only.
I actually really got into it when I was dealing with like the most stressful semester of my entire college career, which was just terrible class after class that I wasn't getting and I wasn't gonna pass, and I just marathoned this show, and it had such like a simple slice of life feel good feeling to it. I just got hooked on the show. Like it just felt so amazing. I've just actually noticed that the poster behind me is giving me cat ears right now a little bit on my screen, so I'm kind of staying still for the rest of this list. 'cause
Well,
that's
you
pretty-
keep talking about turning into animals and how good it made you feel. So,
People cocky.
secret furry?
No, I think he's
no.
come out of the closet now.
The closet's back there.
Actually, wouldn't it be the pet carrier? He's come out of the pet carrier.
All right, last two on the list here. First one. This is one of those animes, and you guys each have a show or a book or a video game that you try and describe something to somebody, and you're like, no, trust me, it's good, blah, 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 and the person looks at you like you're a fucking nut job, and that's exactly what the show is right here.
That's
It's
just
called-
about every time I talk to esports to you guys. Just saying.
It's really important to you. I don't give a shit, though.
Wow.
This show is
Proud of.
called it's on Hulu. Both seasons of it are up on Hulu. It's called Love, Chunibyo, and Other Delusions. And just so you're not confused, the term Chunibyo essentially is like we don't really have a word for it here in America, but they call it the third grader disease, where essentially like you're going from hey,
got the third grader disease.
Cooties?
I'm so glad that I made you happy, Devin. But essentially, it's supposed to be the point in your life where I guess you would consider it, and it's third grade for them, but it's different for us because we do different grades or shit like that. But it's like third grade disease. Basically, it's going from a point where you're in a certain grade of doing school where it's like fun to like run around and pretend you're Power Rangers at high school at recess and shit, and like you're having fun, you're being a kid, you're messing around, and then like you go to the next school up, not just the next grade, but the next school up, and you're expected to knock that shit off. Not exactly be a full blown adult yet because you're obviously still becoming a teenager, but you can't be a kid anymore. You can't do weird kid shit anymore like that. You can't pretend you're a Power Ranger or shit like that. That's what being someone who's Chunibyo means, that you're stuck in that frame, and even though everyone's moving on and shit, you're still running around pretending to be a fucking superhero.
But
That's
I
what
am a
this-
Power Ranger. But I am a Power Ranger.
Yeah,
I have
green.
proof. I have
this room.
proof right over there. I'll be back.
I'm the Pink Ranger, just so you know. You can't take that from me.
Side story here. I should have mentioned this during the podcast. Did you guys hear about the Red Ranger that murdered his roommate?
Yes.
I did.
I will thank you.
Scary.
Thank you, Tommy. Thank you, Tommy.
It wasn't Tommy.
No, but Eddie is Tommy right there. So,
I am a Power Ranger.
okay, Green Ranger is best Ranger. No debates there. But this was the Red Power Ranger from like 2 or 3 different seasons. Obviously not the more popular ones. But he murdered his roommate, which is like, oh, that's really weird and sad and bad. He murdered him with a sword.
Yeah,
No,
he
okay.
stabbed him in the chest.
Did you tell the whole story while I was gone getting my favorite? My
More or
buddy?
less.
Okay, so he was he got in a fight with his roommate, right? Him and his girlfriend go into their bedroom and lock themselves, and apparently the other guy came in and started like breaking down the door, so he stabs him in the abdomen with a sword.
and when he stabbed him, sparks flew all across his chest. And he
Yeah.
But he was a monster all along.
It was just, thick red sparks that dribbled all over the floor.
Okay, so now that we got that childhood scarringness out of our way here, next one on the list, like I said, love Chunibyo and Other Delusions. It's wrapping around basically one kid who's getting out of his Chunibyo state where he's like, oh yeah, I'm going up to the school, I'm going to put all my weird shit behind me where I used to pretend to be a superhero and all that crap. And he basically is getting out of that and going to the next school. He is then... has a neighbor who is very fucking Chunibyo, and she still believes that she is like a servant of the Dark Lord. She's like schizophrenic, essentially, because she pretends she knows she has magic powers and shit like that. And at first it's like silly and cute, but then all of a sudden you start getting flash sideways into her mind where she thinks shit's happening, and it is some of the most epic, like, DBZ style fighting animation you've ever seen. She's like shooting giant lasers, destroying fucking cities and shit. And basically the show is broken up between like what she thinks is going on and just this like silly, fun, cute young romance type thing that is just fucking brilliantly written and insanely relatable to some degree. It's like, oh yeah, I remember when I was going from an age to an age and I didn't know how to talk to girls, and like that's exactly what this kid is going through in the exact same way as normal human beings. So it's very, very relatable, regardless of all the funny, silly shit that happens on the side of it. So that was number 9 on the list. The last one on here, number 10, is going to be Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Yeah.
Now, I did make a breakup statement there because it is important to differentiate, because there was the original run of Full Metal Alchemist that I love, that I still watch from time to time. It's good stuff. But Brotherhood just was the redo of it that was perfect. It was spot on. It hit everything. It was done exactly to the source material, which did very, very well. And it was just perfect. Honestly, I don't think you would appreciate Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood if you didn't watch the first one. I don't think you would have appreciated it as much, or you wouldn't have gotten like the darkness of some of the characters, because the first one was very dark, almost like a noir, as opposed to like being this like cool, fun action, steampunky style, comedy anime. And I mean, it's a perfect one on there. I've got 100 honorable mentions that would have made the list, but honestly, they take too long to reiterate.
So I love Brotherhood, and I did see all of the original. I even saw one of the movies, but Brotherhood was fantastic. I would have to add to your list is Hellsing, because I thought that was fucking amazing.
Hellsing deserves an honorable mention. Are you referring to the original Hellsing anime or the Hellsing Ultimate hour-long like miniseries?
So actually, both were great. I didn't get a chance to finish the new one, the Hellsing Unlimited, or whatever it's called. Ultimate, yeah. But the original Hellsing was fantastic.
Yeah,
I would also add. Go ahead.
Very, very good. I don't put it on my honorable mentions list. But this was just like my movie list when I did my top 50. This list was easily in the 90s and hundreds before I was able to whittle it down to 10. So, I mean, I have a list of honorable mentions.
Where would Samurai X place on your list of 50?
So, okay, Kenshin is a weird sort of subject because I love early Kenshin stuff and Samurai X, but honestly, if I'm going from like my old Taku standpoint of like older shows and everything like that, it's on the list. It's not in the top 50 though.
So I mean, I'm not talking about. I actually like the prequel movies about before he became all sweet and fuzzy. Where he's
that's the best stuff, to be honest.
Yeah, I like the Samurai X stuff, not the Rurouni Kenshin TV show where he's like making goo-goo eyes, even though that's the drawing.
So wait, you're talking exclusively about the films?
Yeah, well, I mean, I love those movies. I specifically love the Samurai X prequel films with the different art style and ultra violence and everything. That's what I really love. And I wouldn't have liked it as much if I hadn't seen Rurouni Kenshin, but seeing that backstory even makes me appreciate the show more, to be honest. But I specifically love that violent prequel Samurai X films where he like loses his loved one, the woman that he loves and all that stuff. That's what I love.
Yeah, okay. I could make like a ultra violent top 10 anime list, and definitely Samurai would be on there for sure, as well as Hellsing. Actually, would fit that bill pretty quickly on there. But yeah, I don't think it would make my top 50. Unfortunately, I just wasn't as big a fan.
And we've lost Devin.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about, anything else.
Well, in that case,
same
I'll just
thing.
go through the rest of the 100 that I had. So next,
And on that note,
All right.
Steve,
All right,
you
Should I
around to
attempt to
out?
stay connected and horse out, guys? Should I
Yes,
attempt it?
Do the
do it
horn.
quickly.
All
I want
right,
this
all right,
to be
we're
your
gonna try
fastest
this.
trip out ever. Ready?
Wait.
All right, here we go.
Wait.
Somebody email us.
Hold
Hit us with
on, hold on.
Before you get into the whore out, just because we won't have time
Damn
for
it.
doing the fastest whore out afterwards, I did want to announce that I will be taking a short hiatus from the podcast for at least the next few weeks. Me and the MCC, which is my cosplay group, we've got a lot of
You're
big
not allowed to
projects
do that.
on, as well as I've actually got some school stuff coming up. But that's primarily the reason. So I'll be taking a short hiatus. I don't know. I might even send Devin my top 10 so we could do it like via
Hey,
satellite.
John, you want a job? And no.
I've seen what you people do. I'm not impressed.
Yeah. No. I'll like if you've got an open spot for another guest for the next couple weeks, I'll definitely try to do it. But yeah.
He just had to fight back a stroke just to get those words out. Did you hear that? Okay,
I'll do the podcast.
Steven, fastest whore out ever. Ready?
All right, if
Set.
you want to tell us which Power Ranger you think we all are, you can email us at 5D@5Dpodcast.com. That's the numeral 5. We're on Facebook, in 5D Podcast. We're on YouTube, 5D Podcast. Twitch, we're /5D Podcast.
Oh!
Close. Okay, well, I'll
I
wrap
think I
up
dropped in the middle of that.
You did. You did.
I did that fucking quick, too.
I was saying we should just keep that recording, and then you don't even have to be on the podcast anymore. You can just
I know, man. That's all I'm good for,
God.
apparently. All right, should I try that one more time?
No, we're done. We're done.
got
You
it.
should have let
We
me
got
do
it.
it when I started, because I actually had a blog long enough to say it. Then you're like, oh, I need to say these things. And I'm like, well, fuck, now I'm screwed.
All right.
We got it. All right.
All right, Devin, parting thoughts.
Thanks.
Wow.
Same as any of my other thoughts.
Tyler, parting thoughts.
Man of Steel is a work of art.
You couldn't even say it with a straight face.
John, thank you very much for being with us. Your parting thoughts?
I am the Red Ranger.
Chips.
Your girlfriend?
That's like, I am the danger, because, like, I'm going to fucking murder you. I am the Red Ranger.
Oh my god. Yeah. Now that means you're gonna stab me in the fucking abdomen with a sword.
Red Ranger, your
You're
face.
not my roommate. You're not my roommate.
Oh well, you know what? I watch you while you sleep, so it counts.
Okay.
All right. And on that note, thank you for everybody that came in and watched us and watched Steve make O faces and drop out several times. Just putting that out there.
Yep.
And we'll see you next week. We will be streaming. Devin and I will be streaming tomorrow. We're not even sure what we're gonna do. Probably Neverwinter again. Maybe something else. We'll see. Join us 7 to 9. More like 7:30 because we can never figure that shit out right away. But but we'll try to be here at 7.
We're great at this.
Have a wonderful night, everybody. I am no longer recording, and we're going off the air in 3, 2,